Hello and welcome to the Damn Good Podcast. This show is going to take you for a ride. We're going to go through what's going on in my life while it happens. We're going to talk about mindset, fitness, business, strategy, and tactics. Big question, what do I need to do today to get better tomorrow? Hey, I'm Dillon Mitchell, and this is a Damn Good Podcast. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Damn Good Podcast. Guys, if you like these episodes, if you get something out of them, if you enjoy them, next time you're talking about podcasts with your buddies, bring us up. We'd love for more people to find out about the show and get these tactical tips, advice, business strategy from an entrepreneur that's going through it as they're going through it, and give you some tactical pieces of advice. Guys, today though, I really want to talk to you about whether you believe it or you don't. Either way, you're right. It's from Henry Ford, and this goes fully to belief. It's all we're going to talk about in this episode is belief. Belief in yourself, belief in that you can do it. No matter where you've been in your life, there have been things that you have 100% believed in and that you got. And there have been things that you wanted, but maybe didn't believe you could get. Therefore, you never got them. So when we talk about belief, when we talk about thinking, is really what this comes down to, right? Whether you think you're right or you think you're wrong, either way, you're right. Whether you think you can do it or you think you can't, either way, you're right. And all that comes down to is your thought process, your thinking, your ability to manifest what you want in life. And a lot of that comes down to thinking. And thinking is probably highly underrated. And it's something that we've talked about here on the Damn Good Podcast before, but something I want to bring up again. So with thinking, you might not be in a great spot. You might want more. You might be frustrated. But here's the thing, guys. Time is going to pass one way or the other. What you can't let frustration, disappointment, fear, anxiety, or really happy, so two emotions, happy and like sad, mad, and or just feeling bad, right? They're in all shades of bad. So you feel good or feel bad in all shades of bad, or there's only probably a few shades of happy. But with that, guys, right? It's like you feel good, you're giggly, you're doing something else. Within that, you're gonna feel. All right, let me phrase it this way. So if you're feeling frustrated, mad, any shade of bad, but you're still able to execute, do you believe that you're going to be able to execute better if you feel better, right? If your mood comes up a little bit, if you feel a little happier, if you don't feel, you go from wanting to kill yourself to you're able to get out of bed and move, right? You're able to execute a little better. I know that's an extreme example. If you are thinking about suicide, call the hotline and get help, guys. Like, that's a real deal. Please get help. Didn't mean to joke about it. But in extreme cases like that, you're going to have from, can't get out of bed to now getting out of bed. You think that person's going to execute a little better, or you go from kind of frustrated, bummed, mopey. The mopey. You got an Eeyore in your office, and really you should get rid of that person, and for multiple reasons, which we'll go into. But you have got to get rid of Eeyore. Eeyore is no good for anybody, other than comic relief in a Disney movie. It's really all Eeyore is. But in your office, he's probably not even providing good comic relief. So with that, you got to get rid of Eeyore for other reasons that we'll get into on another podcast. But the thing with feeling better, you're going to be able to execute better, no matter where that range is. And all of this comes down to is belief, right? If you feel good, you're going to be able to go after it better. If you believe that things are going well, you're probably going to do more to execute, right? Or that you still want to achieve more. And for some people, you're doing well enough and you don't have that fire under you, so you're not executing. You need to find that motivation, that drive to execute. And again, it's all in a belief. It's all internal. to who you are and what you believe you can achieve if you're putting forth effort, doing the things that you need to do to move forward on a consistent daily basis. And a lot of this is attitude, right? What is your attitude? Do you have a positive mental attitude, or you're a negative Nancy, right? What are you conveying? What are you doing on a regular basis? And for most of us, really, well, anything that you feel better in any shade is going to help you perform. It's going to help you do the things that you need to do to move forward. And that's really simple, guys. Really simple concept, really easy. And it can be as simple as listen to some comedy. Don't listen to like thrasher metal. Listen to something that's upbeat and happy, right? Your attitude is going to completely change with music, with comedy, with anything that you put into your brain, right? Whatever you put in, you're going to get similar output, right? If you're going to listen to scream metal, you're going to probably feel not in a great place. So within that, I mean, do what's right for you, what you feel better doing, but constantly try to feel better. It's going to help you execute. And again, it's going to help you get the things that you want out of life. It's really that simple. But whatever you are, even if you're struggling, if financially or whatever, you have to have the belief that whatever you're doing is going to work out, that it's going to work for you. Because if you don't believe it's going to work, what are you working for, right? You've got to have belief in the thing that you're doing or your ultimate outcomes. And even in between, right? You've got to believe that those things are going to happen for you, that they're going to come through, that everything's going to work out the way it needs to for you, and then over the long term. And by doing that, by believing in it, you're going to perform better, you're going to feel better, because these days are passing one way or the other. So feeling a little better, smiling a little more, laughing a little more, and still getting after it, still doing the things you need to do with the intensity that you need to do them at, and the attention to details that you need to have is crucial and a big part of executing basically on a daily basis. So guys, that's this episode of Damn Good Podcast. If you like the episode, share it with a friend, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.